guys, Phil with MLB News back with another video. And in today's video, we're going to do my ALDS predictions. Now, I cannot do the NL because the NL has not finished yet. And, yeah. So, the predictions for the NL will be out soon. Probably Sunday, Saturday. I don't know. Maybe even Monday. I don't know. But they'll get out sometime. But anyways, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll get notified whenever I upload a video. Link to my other channels in the description below, and let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, the first series we have is the Tampa Bay Rays versus the New York Yankees. Now, for the Rays first round, they had a pretty easy series. The Blue Jays just did not have the pitching. The hitting combined with the pitching was just too much, and their bullpen was quite good, just as it had been all season. And the Rays had a pretty easy first round. I thought it might be a little tougher, but man, they got through them very easy. The Yankees had an easy first round too. Shane Bieber pitched terribly, and it was a close second game, a long second game. But the Yankees weren't challenged a lot, and I mean, they just were not challenged a lot. And for the Yankees, their starting pitching depth is a concern for me. If I was pointing out one concern, it's definitely their starting pitching, because you do have Garrett Cole who will give you a quality start. But the thing is, you don't have anybody besides him. That's the problem. Luis Severino, I wouldn't trust. Like, you've got James Paxton, Jay Happ. They've both been terrible. So, I have major concerns with the Yankees starting pitching. If their hitting's healthy, we know it's going to be good, and if their relief pitching is going to be good, and that's not the problem in this series for the Yankees. It's their starting pitching. The Rays, I don't see much of a problem in this Rays team, honestly. I just don't. This is going to be a 5-game series, so if you're looking at it from the Yankees' perspective, you're going to have to face Morton, Snell, Glasnow, Yarbrough, and Morton. And that's going to be a ridiculously tough series. And then after that, if those pitchers can give you 6 innings, which I think all 4 of them are capable of doing, then you could, you've got 7 Jose Alvarado, 8th Diego Castillo or Peter Fairbanks, and then you've got the 9th inning Nick Anderson. That is a lockdown bullpen. And for the Yankees, if they pitch James, for them, their starting pitching is probably going to be Cole, Paxton, Happ, and Tanaka. Tanaka's only going to get you 5 innings. They're going to be relying heavily on their bullpen, which they've done quite a bit in the past few years, and it's worked, except in the playoffs. And obviously, I got robbed in 2017 because of the trash can bangers, which we'll get to in a minute. But here's the thing: the Yankees are going to have problems with their starting pitching, and their hitting's great. I'll give them that. But if any team can stop their hitting, I put it out there. And even if you want to go with Morton, Snell, and Glasnow, and then Morton and Snell, that's still good. And in a 5-game series, you've still got Meadows. Arozarena's been good. You've got so many hitters for the Rays. The Yankees obviously have LeMahieu, who knows if he'll be back. Torres, Judge, Stanton. They've got an all-star lineup. But their problem is they've got probably 3 all-star candidates at pitching, minus Ryan Yarbrough. But the Rays pitching is so good. And in this series, I have the Rays moving on in a 4-game series. I see the Yankees winning the first game of the series and the Rays winning the next 3. I'm serious. I think Aaron Boone is fired after this season. And after the postseason is over, we're going to do a manager hot seat list. Who's on the hot seat? And for the other matchup, we've got the Houston Trash Can Bangers versus the Oakland Athletics. For this series, Oakland has problems with their pitching. I think they do have some decent pitching. But the Trash Can Bangers, they looked pretty good in that first series. They're relying a lot on their young pitchers. And obviously, Ian Anderson did make a good start for the Braves. But here's the thing. Usually young pitchers do not perform that well in the playoffs. And that's not always true. Christian Javier pitched pretty good. And they've had a lot of good young pitchers. But they're relying almost too much on their young pitching. Obviously, the A's are relying on it too with Luzardo and Montas, and a lot of their players have got young pitching too. The A's definitely have the advantage in the bullpen with Roberto Osuna being banged up for the Trash Can Bangers, and I mean, maybe they have fans, and if so, maybe they can get back to banging on those trash cans again. You never know. Or using those buzzers, but that's besides the point. But for the Trash Can Bangers in this series, they definitely have the advantage hitting, even though the A's have some good hitters in Matt Olson, Matt Chapman, Marcus Semien. They've got a great infield. They've still got Jake Lamb. Well, not Matt Chapman. No, he's not playing. Jake Lamb and Tommy LaSalle. So they've got a pretty good infield. And then their catchers, Sean Murphy, obviously, and Ramon Laureano, Chris Davis, and Mark Kenna in that outfield. The Trash Can Bangers, they have some good hitting. But here's the thing. As good of hitting as the Trash Can Bangers have, the A's aren't much worse at all. Not even close. And for the advantage for pitching, I would probably give it to the Trash Can Bangers if their young pitchers perform well. Obviously, Justin Verlander's having Tommy John surgery. Who knows how he'll be after this season. But in this series, this is going to be a 5-game series, I think. This is going to be a great series, I think. Obviously, a division series, literally, for both. And for this series, I mean, is the Trash Can Banging and buzzers too much? I mean, in this series, Oakland just looked like their pitching was not good at all as far as starting pitching, really, and their relief pitching underperformed. And if I see that with a good lineup like the Trash Can Bangers, as much as I hate to say it, the Trash Can Bangers probably win this series in 5 games. And I say that because I think their pitching is a little bit better right now. Maybe the A's could surprise me. I've pretty much counted out Oakland in every series. I put them in 4th place to start the season. Boy, was I wrong. White Sox, I predicted the White Sox to beat the A's. Didn't happen. So I've underrated the A's every other time, so it could happen again. I don't know. But yeah, so for the ALCS, we've got Rays, Astros. That's my prediction for the ALDS matchups. So if you enjoyed it, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll get notified whenever I upload a video. I didn't want to pick the Trash Can Bangers, but I have to be realistic. And the realisticness is that the Trash Can Bangers will win probably. The banging is going to help, obviously, in the buzzers. More like the buzzers. Since the Trash Can Banging is kind of too obvious. Manfred still let them off, though. Yeah, but that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll get notified whenever I upload a video. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more videos soon.